Texter writes in, shouldn't Ben Cherington have fortified this team with more depth so it could handle these injuries? Well, I mean, if you're missing 4 out of your top 6 hitters for 32 games at the least, like that's... No, I don't think any small market team is going to have the depth to be able to withstand that in terms of the way the lineup is going to produce. Mm-hmm. What would have changed things is, when they blew 20 games earlier on in the season, if you win 8 of those, you have created a cushion to where if you spiral a little bit, you spiral back to like 2 games over 500, and then when you get healthy, you're still in it.
Yes.
I don't know that any small market team can make up for the lineup deficiency of losing 4 of your top 6 hitters, but could they have pitched better to have built up a little bit of a cushion? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Which is why, look, I think injuries are part of the story here, but they're not the reason why the Pirates aren't a playoff team. I don't think, had they been healthy all year, I think it's more fun down the stretch. I still don't think they'd have been a playoff team.
Right.
Because they had too many issues and gave away too many games early. And maybe the guy who has, in fact, not even maybe, the guy who's disappointed the most goes today for the Pirates. He last pitched on the 11th. It is now the 19th. They've given him extra time. His last time out, Paul Skenes was throwing 95.8 miles per hour. It is the lowest average fastball velocity of his entire career. What if it happens again today?
That's it. That's it.
You shut him down?
Mm-hmm.
Harry, if Paul Skenes flounders again today and the stuff looks the way it has and the fastball velocity and the spin rate are down, do you sit him for the rest of the season?
No.
Whoa! We've got a disagreement on our hands. I agree with Dorin, by the way. I'd sit him down because I don't want him to pitch through this dead arm, and that's clearly what it would be, and I think he could then wind up getting hurt, but why would you not shut him down?
I feel like that you have a lot of, not a lot, but you'll have a little bit more answers after today.
Like, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Good or bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Good or bad. So
if he comes out throwing 98, boy, is that great.
Right.
If he doesn't, you're going, yikes.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you shut him down? Bangren, why wouldn't you shut him down, Harry?
I don't have a clear answer on this.
Good. Did you just want to argue for the sake of arguing?
I didn't. No.
Radio.
Whenever I want to argue with you, I usually do have a strong stance or some logic to it. I don't know. I don't know what shutting him down does at this point. He's already pitched so much.
Well,
let him keep going out there and figuring it out, unless there's an injury. But if there's no injury to him, I want him to work through whatever he's working through, even if the season is lost.
See, if they give him more time here and the velocity is still down, I think then that points to dead arm. Mm-hmm. And he's pitched so much since his days at LSU, as we've talked about a ton. You're really out of it. You might as well shut him down so then he doesn't need to keep accruing more innings on an already tired arm. Yeah, for a guy who's pitched so much, I think it could do him a lot of good.
Yeah.
Give him a piggyback with Jared Jones or Majinski. Have him as one of those roles.
Well, I do think that they could if he...
what are we going to do in seasons futures? Are we going to, I want him to pitch the length of these seasons.
I mean, he's shown that he can do that. I just think it's too much, depending on what happens today, I think it's too many innings accrued on a young man's arm who wasn't a high-volume pitcher prior to going to LSU from Air Force. I mean, he's a closer and a hitter, a catcher, for goodness sakes.
I mean, if he continues struggling into next season, then what do we do? I mean, you're still going to shut him down? You still need to rely on him to pitch well?
No, I think you need answers. And I think if he, with 8 days off, is not throwing hard, I think it gives you some answers. And you got to do something. I think the more likely thing that they'll do, I don't think they'd shut him down after today. I think, and it wasn't Neil who said this, I think it was Matt Clement, you skip his next start.
Yes.
Instead of just pushing him back a little bit, you actually skip the start. You give him a full, 10, 11 days, and then you throw him out there. You see if that helps, and then if it doesn't, then you shut him down.
Yeah.
But I think we're close to having an even more difficult decision if it continues to look the way it has. And I got to be honest, as I always am, I don't think it's going to look any different today.
That's exactly where I was going to ask you. Like, does anybody have any faith it's going to look better today? I don't think, if you would give people true serum, I don't think that there's that many people out there that think that he's going to go out there and shove today.
Now, what if he gives up just 2 runs, but he's still throwing like 96?
I'm not interested in the stat line. I'm really not like.
So you'd shut him down just based on his velocity?
Absolutely. Because I thought he gave up, 1 run in 5 innings his last time out, and boy, did that stat line not match the eye test. I mean, it finally got on the national radar after the last game, and the stat line wasn't bad, but it was the velocity that was down now beyond the point where, beyond panic levels. And then, of course, he was hoofing it on the beach with Livy Dunn.
Doing what now?
Yeah, he's hoofing it.
Hoofing it.
Yeah, walking around the beach, probably sucking wind because he's such a big fat ass. I say with my tongue firmly implanted in cheek. I am making fun of the people who call him a fat ass. Bill in Latrobe, is your phone working now, Bill?
I certainly hope so.
What
Can
up?
you hear me?
Yep.
All right. This is going to be a shocker, but I think that since we got Ashcraft and a few other people, while they still have the memory of Skenes being a Cy Young Award winner, I think we need to start shopping them.
Oh, get out of here, Bill.
I'm just telling you.
Bill, you don't trade a guy. You don't trade a guy at his lowest value. And I realize that Skenes would still command quite the return because he is still Paul Skenes in name, and yes, he did win the Cy Young last year. I don't think you're coming anywhere near getting what you would have got for him if you would have traded him the day after the season last year. I mean, my God.
No.
It'd be like the Seattle Mariners trying to trade Cal Raleigh today. Cal Raleigh, who hit 60 homers last season and has an OPS under 600 this year. Baseball's dumb.
It is. It really is. I feel bad for baseball right now, too, every year, because football is right around the corner, and I feel like a lot of people, they shift their focus to football.
Well, we certainly do here.
Yeah.
We certainly do here.
Yeah.
And we have been talking for a long time about, off air. What do we do? If you've got the Steelers starting up and the Pirates legitimately in playoff position?
It'd be a great problem to have.
Great problem to have.
But
the station's already setting ratings records. I mean, if the Bucs were in a playoff position and the Steelers start like 3-0 with a new head coach, are you kidding me? Oh, well. Hopefully Skenes bounces back today, but I and Dorin are not optimistic. Do you see anything that would lead you to believe he's going to pitch better today, Harry?
No.
Yeah.
do you think this will be one of the most watched Pirate games of the season?
No.
I think it will be.
I think
people want to know.
Are we talking about from this point forward, or are we talking about like all season?
I think this might be one of the most watched Pirates games of the season so far, because people want to know and find out answers and see if Paul Skenes, after some rest, can figure it out.
I think most people have gone to the apathy. Well,
The people that are still here.
I'll tell you, I think the people who do watch it, it will be the game that I think there will be no game that is observed by the people who are watching it.
Okay. That's better.
With more of a microscope than this one.
That's better. That's better, Seth.
I will be.
I
will be an inch away from the TV watching like a 2-year-old.
Every single time he's on the mound.
Yes.
And every little, whenever he wipes the sweat from his head, from his hat,
That lumbering Yeti.
you're watching. I'm watching.
I'm totally with you on that.
Yeah.
Like, I was excited to watch last night's game because Cruz was back, and I was excited to watch the night before because I thought Cruz would be back. I don't even need, like, when they're hitting, I might be outside weeding or something.
Right.
You know what? Dorin might be onto something, actually.
I know.
We're talking about sweat. When I would pitch, my hair was thicker. My sweat would roll into my eyes a little more frequently. And when I'd get a haircut, I wouldn't have as much because the sweat would just be, like, closer to, like, the skin on my head. And so it wouldn't go into my eyes as much. Maybe Skenes needs a haircut.
I mean, we've already theorized that his lack of mustache could be behind
Yep.
the struggles here.
Yeah, this could be the beard. It could be all the hair on his head.
I mean, that's why we have eyebrows, by the way, so that sweat doesn't get in our eyes.
But more of it would come
Eyelashes.
down when I had more hair. And it also made me hotter. So maybe if he had like a buzz cut like me or something that I have when I get my hair cut, maybe he'd pitch better.
Something happened to me that had never happened to me before when I was at this workout class on Monday. I was wearing my ball cap, right? And my ball cap got so saturated with sweat that it was dripping off the brim.
Yeah.
That has never happened to me before.
Really?
Never, no. No.
Yeah. You're getting after it.
I'm
You're
not
putting in work.
I'm not a big sweater,
No?
typically.
I could sweat on command.
What?
Yeah.
Go. Oh my God.
See that?